This episode of Flyte Camp is sponsored by Crown Equipment, ideas that advance. You know, right when you get there, you're instantly greeted by, past friends that we've seen in a lot of different rallies and Modernism year after year, which is always fun. And then to bring the Geo in was pretty awesome.
So today is the big day, and I'm just coming in to make sure everything is perfect. And I gotta say, as I'm looking around, this trailer is magnificent. It absolutely shines, it stands out, it's gonna be a huge hit. So I'm excited. It's been a lot of work, but it's all paying off.
It blows me away that I was able to get my hands on that thing. Then to be able to rebuild it with Anna's help and the guys at the shop's help to the level that we did. I had ideas in my head, but could I actually make it happen? I don't know. And then to have the original designer from 1958 and his family, his daughters, watching him sit there and enjoy it. Chuck?
How are you?
Justin, very nice to meet you. What a pleasure.
All right, it is overwhelming. You have to remember to have let this go 50 years ago and to come see it. It's like a lost son or a lost daughter. And I'm overwhelmed and totally thrilled at how it's been redone. It's just, it's something that represents the mid-years in living color.
To have him get to walk through the trailer that he designed and see how it all came together and to be brought to tears over it, that just really, really made the whole project worthwhile.
So in the trailer world, that has been considered the holy grail trailer for a long, long time. There's been guys looking for that for forever. Just very, very rare, hard to find trailer.
In these days, people were adventuresome. They're not so tied with making the instant money that we are now.
Nobody knew whether they survived, any of them, any parts, pieces, or anything. And then to find a full shell that we could actually work off of and restore to that level and have here, it's just an iconic piece, it's and I don't typically toot my own horn, but I got to tell you, it's a piece of art, and it was done by everybody's efforts at the shop. Everybody put their time and their energy and their sleep and their families, on the line to get it done, and I couldn't be more proud of it. It's awesome.
So Holiday House basically built two different styles of trailers. They built the earlier model Holiday Houses, and they did them in 3 different sizes, and then they decided to do something that was way more advanced and kind of like space age when they brought in Chuck Pelly to design the Geographic. And unfortunately, they only got through a few of these trailers before the factory burned down. So that is one of the things that makes this trailer so very rare and so highly collectible.
There's always a cooler trailer.
Yeah. You keep telling me that.
You guys have peaked early in life. You've got the coolest one that's ever going to be.
Reminds me of a lot of the 1930s, 40s French architecture.
Yes, yeah.
So that's why when I was taking pictures, I had to take a picture of the windows, I had to picture the tires, because it reminds me when I'm back in France of some of the buildings.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is probably the best compliment I could have got. That's exactly what Anna would love. So there's about 35 different pieces in the molds to make this trailer.
The whole trailer industry went cheap and light, and this was the other side of the coin. And I think that's what makes it special.
Unrecognizable green with moss, and the guy had it sitting there for 15 years just in the woods. Yep. Originally this had a big, huge upper cabinet that came down like this and covered this entire window up.
Sounds like
it was just the weirdest thing. Well, thank you very much.
By far the best in show.
Thank you so much.
Well, Modernism was a complete success. It was a really, really fun weekend. And then it was a real privilege to have Chuck Pelly come. That's something that we're going to be talking about for years to come.
Stay tuned to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all of our projects. Don't forget to subscribe and receive notices so you don't miss a thing. This episode of Flyte Camp is sponsored by Kaiser Compressors, built for a lifetime.